guys, Ryan here, and today we have an insanely big update in Fortnite, the 19.10 update. This update has been discussed for what feels like months now, but realistically it's only really been a month into the season, maybe slightly longer, so we are kind of overdue for a big update like this, and it's finally here, and oh boy, did it deliver. There is so much to discuss in this video, guys, and this is kind of different to what I've done before. Usually when I do videos like this, I only really discuss, you know, the most bare bones things about it, like back in the day, well, back in the day, it was literally last season, I discussed the Combat AR versus Combat SMG, and, you know, kind of created a whole topic of discussion around those weapons with you guys, but I've never really done a fully fledged update review, I guess. So that's what this is kind of going to be today. We're going to go over all of the biggest changes that have been made in this update, and from there I'm going to, you know, discuss my thoughts and opinions on everything that we look at. So let's get right into this. So the first and arguably biggest part of this whole update is the return of Tilted Towers. We are currently gliding towards its location right now, and I don't know what to say, man. Like, this is huge for Fortnite. We can see it in the distance there. Tilted is back. It's been like, what, 2 or 3 years now since it was last on the map in its original form, without like Neo Tilted, Tilted Town, Gotham City, all that stuff. This is the first time we have seen an OG Tilted Towers in what feels like years, man. And there it is. Like, it even has some different designs with like the stairs there, the boats, how it's kind of like attached to Loot Lake, kind of like the OG Tilted Towers where it was right near Loot Lake, but this time it's like right on it. So let's just like land here and just discuss and explore every single building from Tilted Towers as we discuss some of the other changes that have happened in this update. So not only is Tilted Towers back, but there is also just so much more added to the loot pool and the game itself that really changes up the meta. Starting off, the grenade launcher is actually back. It has been adjusted in creative for a while, but it has finally arrived to the main loot pool in Fortnite, and I'm actually really excited because I think the grenade launcher with these changes is actually better than the RPG ever was. I love the new grenade launcher, man. It's seriously super fun to use. If you guys somehow haven't used it in creative yet, I seriously suggest now's your time to start, you know, looking into using one of those things, because I have a feeling they're going to be a part of the meta for sure, especially in competitive play. I think that's going to be absolutely wild. I don't think anyone's going to pass up the opportunity of grabbing one of those things, no doubt. And this is actually something that I noticed. I took like originally a little look at Tilted Towers in Battle Lab before making this video. I actually noticed this with this building right here, like the little bedroom up top. They actually updated the designs of the buildings. Like, they're not like they're the same buildings and layout, but they updated the textures and the objects and everything to be more high quality and Chapter 3-esque, which I think is incredible because it gives Tilted that new breath of fresh air. Really makes it feel like it's, you know, supposed to be here, part of the new map, new design of Fortnite, while still retaining that OG Fortnite Tilted vibe. But I like how they didn't just straight up change the area, they just straight up updated the textures and, you know, the assets. So, incredibly cool there. I think Tilted looks fresher than ever. Like, this used to be all wood, but now it's like an actual restaurant. Looks insane. And then, like, they actually went for the no sweat insurance building out of all of the destruction buildings, I guess we can call them. Not sure how to feel about that personally. I think my favourite building from Tilted personally was the original building, but let me know what your guys' favourite one was. I just think that since we had this building, or at least a similar building in Lazy Lake back in Chapter 2 throughout the whole thing, I thought it would have been nice to freshen things up and not bring this back for a little longer, but either way, still really cool to see No Sweat Insurance back, and I'm excited to see if this building in particular is, you know, going to have a place in the meta or anything with tilted drops. The cube cutout and the volcano and everything is still here, which is very, very interesting. Like, was the volcano actually there originally? Or is this just like Epic's way of showcasing every single threat that Tilted has endured over the years? We have the rocket, the cube, the volcano. That's really cool there. I don't actually think the volcano or the rocket were there previously. I think it was just the cube, maybe? Or maybe that wasn't even there, I'm not sure. Something was definitely there, though. Still really, really funny reference there. For all the OGs that have witnessed all of those absolute massacres of Tilted Towers. It's just insane to see this place back, man. I know I'm not going to last a second here, but just the fact that it's back. Like, Tilted is arguably one of the most iconic Battle Royale POIs of all time. I don't think anyone can really deny that. Tilted is an absolute icon of Fortnite, and just POIs in general. I think Tilted is an absolute icon to gaming at this point. Like, it's insane how much Tilted has kind of taken over gaming, despite not even being a day one Fortnite area, you know, it got added in Season 2. So the fact that Tilted of all areas was actually the one to become, like, the Fortnite location is really interesting, and that's always kind of been the case, but yeah. All of the OG chest spawns are still here. Some might have been moved a slight bit, like, I'm pretty sure this chest used to be in this corner? I could be wrong though. Speaking of the grenade launcher, here it is. They actually changed it so that it instantly detonates after like its first bounce, and you can also shoot it way further, like way further than you could ever shoot an RPG or even an old grenade launcher. Let's just take a look. Like, that goes miles, dude. Like, you could probably easily get that in the very far window of that building. Like, it's insane how far this actually shoots. And as you can see, it instantly explodes after it bounces, which is really interesting. I definitely think the grenade launcher is going to be an absolute meta weapon for the rest of this season, for sure. Absolutely. A few more minor changes is that the MK7 actually got nerfed. I don't think the actual damage got nerfed. I'm pretty sure just the building damage got nerfed, which is an absolute W in my opinion. I'm not sure if the SMG got nerfed as well. I'll put it on screen if I can find any information about it, but I'm pretty sure the MK7 is the only one out of those two that got nerfed again. But thankfully it's only with the building damage, so don't worry if you, like, don't know if it's going to be, like, meta-worthy anymore. Like, it's still the same weapon, just the building damage has been reduced. And it's actually a good thing that I have the Ranger Assault Rifle, because this has actually been buffed. I've heard different things, and I'm not sure what one's accurate. I've heard that the accuracy has been, like, I guess adjusted, increased, whatever you would want to describe it as. I've heard that maybe the bloom has been reduced, but I'm pretty sure the #1 thing that has actually been changed here is that either the damage has been buffed or the damage towards builds. And it definitely does a lot of damage to builds now, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends online right now, so I kind of just have to make bold guesses here, unless I can, like, go to one of these sentries and maybe test it out on the AI. I'm not too sure if that will even accurately represent the damage, but either way, changes to the Ranger Assault Rifle and the MK, or just every Assault Rifle in Chapter 3, at least at the ones that are actually in the game, have been adjusted, which is definitely a good change in my opinion. I think I guess, gap between the AK of this season as well as the MK, it's definitely been a bit too big in my opinion. I think they definitely had to even out the score a bit to make both assault rifles viable and based on preference rather than, oh my god, the MK7 is busted, I need to pick this up. And hopefully this change at least tries to balance out the power between the two assault rifles. But I'm personally a big fan of the Ranger Assault Rifle. I think it's incredibly good, especially for Team Rumble. As someone that plays that literally for my channel, I think it's a great weapon for that mode. I think it's actually better than the MK when it comes down to Team Rumble. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the Assault Rifles play out now in the meta. And in general, I'm just really excited for these changes. I always am. I'm super happy to see Epic consistently actually making changes based on our feedback. I think it's absolutely incredible. And I'm just really happy with Epic's whole just speed in this chapter. Like, they've really been going at it. And I think it's definitely a good thing. Like, not even a week into the chapter, I'm pretty sure they, like, buffed the shotguns, which is, like, insane. Like, they've truly been, like, really trying to listen to the players this chapter, and I'm really excited to see how long that continues for. But I suppose while we're here, now that I've found an AK, or an MK, sorry, like, I keep on calling the Ranger Assault Rifle an AK, I can't help it, they're literally identical, let's be honest. But, yeah, now that I have an MK7, let's see how much damage it does to builds. That is still pretty fast. Let me try it on a metal wall, because that not only has 50 extra health, but this is actually a genuine build. Like, this could just be towards actual structures and not buildings, so just to be safe, let me try it on an actual genuine build. I might even place, you know, one of every build type, just to be sure. Might as well make, you know, might as well test it out. We're here, we're talking about the update. Might as well, you know, go in depth here. So, that's still pretty fast, I will admit. That is definitely pretty fast, especially when someone's going to be, like, constantly placing it down as you're destroying it. I feel like it's still definitely going to get a few bullets in there, but definitely noticeably slower than previously. That's definitely, but it's still going to absolutely dominate the meta. I think with any weapon that has recoil over bloom, I definitely think it's going to dominate the meta. I'm pretty sure, like, the combat AR was a huge sign of that. Like, I think people actually love that weapon. Like, personally, I was way too bad with it to actually consistently like it, but I think the combat AR was great. So I'm happy to see them expanding on the idea of those kind of weapons, but man, the MK is strong, like, definitely, especially with, like, the lack of comparison to the combat AR. It's definitely still going to dominate the meta, even with these changes. Either way, there's still a lot more to discuss. I think we've seen enough of Tilted Towers. Like, it's insane how even the, like, surrounding terrain looks similar. You know, like, even this mountain, like, it doesn't have the shack anymore, but it still looks like the same sort of mountain, you know? It's insane how similar the Chapter 3 map is to the Chapter 1 map, which is actually another reason why I'm going over here, and I will discuss that whole theory more in depth as we go there. So, you might notice this strange bunch of rocks on the map over here. I'm kind of going the completely wrong way, but you might notice this little, I guess, pile of rocks on the map, and you might be like, oh, what is that? I don't recall seeing that there before. You would be right, because that is actually something that we have seen on the Chapter 1 map, and just like how Shifty Shafts, Greasy Grove, Rocky Reels, and all of those Chapter 1-esque areas are back, or adjusted, this, my friends, is the good old monster. The Devourer, the Catus, whatever you want to call it, is back. This is interesting, man. Like, if you denied it up until this point, I think it's safe to say that the Chapter 3 map is just a reorganised version of the Chapter 1 map. My whole theory right now is that when we got sucked into the black hole originally, it not only reorganised the matter of the island, but it also flipped it when we came out. So when we came out, we was actually on Chapter 1's flip side, which was Chapter 2. And now that we're on the flip side of Chapter 2, this is actually Chapter 1 reorganised. This isn't a whole new map. This is Chapter 1's island reorganised because of the black hole. But we just got spat out onto the flip side originally, which was Chapter 2, because of the black hole. And we only just now managed to get onto the actual OG flip side, which is Chapter 1. That's just my theory personally. That's what I believe. But let me know what you guys think. Do you believe that the Chapter 3 map is actually a reorganised version of the Chapter 1 island because of the black hole? Or do you believe that this is just an all-new map with similarities just like Chapter 2? Personally, I think this whole theory of Chapter 3 being a reorganised version of Chapter 1 is just a way too... It just makes way too much sense, personally. like, with changes like this, as well as, like, the mech arm in the ocean, exactly where it got torn off during the event. Like, stuff like that. Like, areas, sure, that's not enough proof, because we had those on the Chapter 2 map. But the simple fact that there are things like this on the Chapter 3 map is enough proof for me that this is actually a reorganised version of the Chapter 1 island. Not only that, but we also have biomes that weren't in Chapter 2, like the sand biome actually being attached to the island instead of teleported onto it via the 0 point or something like that. Like, I genuinely believe that this is a reorganised version of the Chapter 1 island as a result of the black hole. And it just took us up until now to actually reach it because of the whole Chapter 2 live event. But yeah, man, I'm really excited to see where the story goes this chapter, especially with all of this proof that we could be in Chapter 1. Like, the story is getting intense, man, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. Like, why else would this, just the Cactus corpse from Chapter 1 be here? Why would the mech arm be in the ocean if this wasn't just a reorganised version of Chapter 1? Like, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, I get it, the whole reason Chapter 2 had Chapter 1 POIs was because the black hole reorganised the island, scattered things all over the place. But I truly believe that the Chapter 3 flip side is actually the Chapter 1 map. I truly do believe that, and I believe that when we got sucked out of the black hole originally, we just got the island flipped and reorganised, rather than just simply flipped, like we all believed, or organised, I should say. It's confusing, but once you actually realise what I'm talking about, it actually makes a lot of sense. So, excuse if I'm talking straight up out of my backside right now. I honestly woke up like 20 minutes ago, but I really wanted to make this video because I think this is probably the most interesting update that we've had in years, so I definitely think it's worthy of discussing with you guys on the channel. But yeah, man, the Cactus is back on the map in the exact same place that it died originally, as well as if the mech arm wasn't enough. Like, things are getting interesting, man. Things are getting interesting, as if Tilted Towers alone wasn't enough. This is just something else, and I'm really excited to see what this means for the future. I'm so sorry to that bird. I'm so sorry to that bird. I did not think that was actually going to hit him. Well, rest in peace. He will not be forgotten. That bird will live on in the channel's memory forever, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for that bird. He will never be forgotten. Now, but jokes aside, guys, this update is insane. Tilted Towers is back. Just seeing that on the map, it just looks so big in comparison to every other area. It just looks OG from the layout. Like, it's insane. Tilted is back. The grenade launcher is back, and way better than it has ever been before. The Cactus monster is back. Like, there's a lot going on the island, and I truly think that this is going to be definitely the start of something good. I truly believe this is going to bring so many people back, and I'm excited to see just how many people come back to the game because of some of these changes. Like, I truly believe that Fortnite is definitely, like, stepping things up, and it's just insane to see, and I just love to see it. So yeah, man, Tilted is back. That's definitely the main focus of the update, but there is still a lot to discuss. Like, I honestly expect this to be an insanely long video, but that's fine. You know, I like doing in-depth videos discussing things with you guys. Like, most people would usually, you know, just skip to the main, like, focus, showcase it a bit, and that's the whole video. But I like discussing in-depth with you guys, my thoughts and opinions on all the changes, and just, you know, sparking a conversation with you guys, because I think, I definitely think, like, communication with your community is definitely an essential when doing YouTube. Even if you, like, aren't a big channel like me, like, I'm a rather small channel, but I only have 2 subscribers, which is a lot for someone like me that makes pretty mediocre content, I will admit. My content isn't nowhere near unique, but, like, I might as well still, like, I guess, communicate with you guys. I think it's definitely a necessity for people that definitely want to do YouTube as, like, a vlog thing. I just think, I don't know, I just can't imagine myself not speaking with you guys, and that's definitely why I like doing more in-depth videos like this. But while we're actually exploring the map, I actually definitely just want to thank you guys for the support that you've been giving me recently. Like, the channel has been insane, and it's just been an absolute banger start to the chapter. And I cannot wait to see where the channel goes throughout this whole chapter. I think it's definitely going to be an insane chapter for the channel. So, just thank you guys for the support. It's absolutely insane. It means a lot to me. And yeah, man, like, there's still so much more to discuss as the story evolves in Fortnite. Like, we have the IO drills, nothing really new here, we kind of knew about this, but it's still interesting. But this guy over here is definitely something new. I kind of forget what they officially called him, but everyone just calls him Buttercake, so we're just going to do that for simplicity's sake. But here he is, man, the dinosaurs. This, like, can you actually get on top of them? Oh my god, you can. Oh no, this is going to be really interesting. I did not think you could glide on them. I had a slight feeling, I was like, wait, can you actually glide on this thing? You can. Oh my god. That's going to be huge for mobility. Like, and apparently there's 4 of these on the map. I'm pretty sure 4 total spawn locations. At least, I don't know if that means there's actually 4 on the map at the time guaranteed, or if that's just the 4 locations this guy could spawn, and I just got incredibly lucky. We'll have to find out as the season progresses, but yeah, man, you can actually damage it for 1 damage. I don't know if it attacks you or anything. I don't think it does. Okay, never mind, it definitely does. It definitely does. Oh Jesus! I'm sorry. I just. Okay, guys, I narrowly escaped with my life. Moral of the story, do not... Okay, guys, now I've escaped with my life. Definitely don't shoot Buttercake, that is for sure. Holy bro. Yeah, the Buttercake is a all-new, I guess, vehicle or wildlife on the map that I guess it could be used as a vehicle. I don't know why you'd ever use him over the Spider-Man mythic, but I guess it is good mobility with the glider redeploy feature, and I guess more wildlife is always interesting to see. I've never really been the biggest fan of wildlife in Fortnite, to be honest, but I'm always down to see something new in the game. It's content at the end of the day, so I'm not really going to complain. Okay, so guys, we are officially in the lobby. I'm actually going to see if I can go into a custom game here, and maybe the quads will spawn because it is a solo game. I actually completely forgot that I had access to custom matchmaking because of my creator code, which, again, thank you guys for all of the support that you've been showing on my code. It's absolutely insane at how much support I'm actually getting on it, whether it be my friends or just you guys supporting me. It's insane, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Maybe we'll actually be able to discover Tilted Towers in the custom games as well. I don't know if it actually carries over to actual games, but I guess we'll find that out as well. But yeah, now that we're in a custom game, we should be able to find quad crashes. I'm not too sure, but basically, I'm pretty sure Muselk was the first person to say this, or at least find out about this, or at least that's what I saw. So I got to give credit to him because he's the one that, I guess, made me want to discover this change. But obviously, I don't know if he's actually the guy that straight up discovered it. But you know, he's the guy that I saw originally point this out, so got to give credit to him personally. But yes, they do spawn in custom games. That's really good to know. This is going to be really helpful for future matches and videos like this in the future. But apparently, you can no longer fly with quad crashes at all, which I really hope is false, because I thought the quads this season were perfectly balanced. I thought they were a perfect balance between the Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 quads, because you could fly like 2 or 3 times maybe, but not all the time. But apparently you can't at all anymore, so this is a big reveal. Can we fly with the quads? Oh, you actually can't. Yep, they have removed flying with the quads, man. I'm not sure how to feel about that personally. I think this is probably the only negative thing that I have to say about this whole update. Because I actually thought the quads were perfectly balanced. Like, you could fly a few times, but it weren't busted like Chapter 1. It was actually a balanced, sort of, I guess, balance between both quad crashes. But unfortunately, it seems like they have nerfed it. I'm just killing all of the wildlife accidentally for this video. I'm so sorry. But yeah, man, it seems like you can no longer fly with quads. You can still get some really nasty distance if you put up a good enough ramp, or you use actual ramps on the map. But in general, it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to fly that well anymore. It's still okay, never mind. Like, if done right, you can still get some decent distance. But it's definitely nowhere near as good as it was last update. It's really unfortunate. I thought it was actually really balanced in Chapter 3. But I guess Epic really doesn't want you to be flying in any way. And I guess this makes cars a little more relevant again, because I'll admit I honestly forgot vehicles were actually a thing in the game and how it was. I just had so much fun using it that I just completely forgot like the whiplashes were even a thing and stuff like that. So maybe this will actually balance out people using vehicles as well as quads. I'm not too sure, but yeah, the quad has been nerfed once again, which is really unfortunate. This is honestly the only negative thing that I have to say about this update. But yeah, definitely going to be a controversial change there. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is actually a good change, or are you guys sad like me? Let me know, because I'm actually quite disappointed at that. I actually really enjoyed using the quads. I thought they were actually one of the most fun parts about this season, outside of maybe the Spider-Man mythic. So this is definitely going to change up the way that we have to rotate in Chapter 3, but I'm excited to see how it affects the meta type. That is going to do it for this video. I'm sorry that it was long, but you guys know me when it comes down to these videos. Most people would make them like 8 to 10 minutes long, but I really like discussing in depth and in game my thoughts and opinions on everything, and yeah, that's just kind of my whole style. So sorry if like this is too long for you. I understand if like you don't want to watch the whole thing, or you just can't watch the whole thing. Obviously it's a long video, I completely understand, but yeah, I'm definitely just a more in-depth discusser, I guess. But yeah guys, that is going to do it for this update discussion. Let me know what your guys' favourite part of the update was. Mine definitely has to be Tilted Towers, especially as someone that's been playing Athena Royale a lot by the boy Dilly. Definitely did a good job on that map, but with Tilted back, I have a feeling that map's definitely going to lose a bit of its population, which sucks because it was actually a really good map, and I'm still going to be playing it personally. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favourite part of the update was. There's a lot of content in Fortnite. This is our first major update of Chapter 3, believe it or not, and there's only going to be so much more to come. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, peace out. Hey guys, I added this part into the video way later on once I was already editing the previous part of the video. New information just came out that apparently at the dig sites, which I previously said in the other part of the video that weren't too special, they were already on the map and stuff like that. Apparently something huge has changed at the dig sites. So I'm going to try my best to find one now. I don't actually remember all of the previous locations, but I'm pretty sure that's one over there. So we're going to head over to the dig sites of the IO and find out what is new. Because from what I've seen, this could be overpowered for these drops. Especially since there's one like right next to Logjam Lumberyard. That's always a tongue twister to say to me. But there's one there which, according to this, could definitely be a problem. So let's actually go and find out. I might have to grab a gun first, assuming these guys shoot me in Battle Lab. I'm not actually too sure if they do. I assume they do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to grab a weapon first. I'm actually going to grab some mats as well, just in case. I really don't want to die because I'm pretty sure I set my spawn. Okay, I completely forgot that they have SMGs. This could be a problem. Guys, sorry, I didn't mean it. Guys, I'll be back when I have a weapon and I actually kill these IO guys. Give me a minute. From what I've actually read, you can apparently scan every nearby chest and maybe even enemies from a very wide radius. So begin scan, and it lasts 1 minute. You can see from really far away. Jesus. Okay, that is way more busted than I thought. Dude, that lasts a long time as well, dude. Like, okay, so it actually takes a minute to recharge, so you can't abuse it too much, but that is still insane, especially since there's one at Logjam Lumberyard. Like, if this scans enemies, because that's a popular drop, you could get an instant advantage by landing at the IO drilling site over there. Because not only will you be able to see like every chest in that location, you'll also be able to see like pretty much every enemy that's over there. You can see when they're going to get into a fight. You can see what loot they're going for. You can pick out your enemies pretty much. Like, if this works the way that I think it does, that's going to be huge. But yeah, you can do this every minute. I'm pretty sure should be no problems, and it goes a long way, dude. Like, absolutely insane. This is going to be huge for the meta. I have a feeling these IO drops are definitely going to be a lot more popular with this update. I mean, I already thought they were decent drops, but now these are going to be huge with this new feature. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that is every big thing added with this update. If anything else gets like dropped or discussed as this video is uploaded, I'll make a pinned comment discussing those changes as well. Because obviously, like, there's more content than ever just dropping all at once. The update's not even, you know, a couple of hours old right now, so everyone's discovering everything like at once together. So content's mad right now, but that should be everything that we discuss in today's update and video. This is huge, and I'm really excited to see how this adjusts the meta.